covering those in much more detail this time around. Upon hearing this, Jade and Brynn sat up even straighter, though this was hardly possible. Mrs. Myers continued, "We will learn how to perfect the amplifiers, especially the friendship amplifier and also the singing amplifier. Be prepared to partner up with a friend to practice that amplifier. You'll be doing a lot of partner work this term." Brynn and Jade side-glanced at each other. Then they grinned and nodded. William Beach scoffed. "And if you don't already happen to have a friend in the class," said Wendy, "this might be a good chance to make a new friend." "Jade and I don't have to worry about that," Brynn thought. The rest of the class passed quickly, and soon the bell rang. There was a commotion in the classroom as the students gathered their things and chattered with each other. Most of the students in the room were talking and seahorsing around with a friend or even several friends. But Brynn noticed out of the corner of her eye that William Beach was on his own, not interacting with any other students. No one gave him a playful shove or said, "See you at lunch." He spoke to no one, and no one spoke to him. Brynn remembered that Jade had once said that Will didn't have many friends. At that moment, it looked like maybe he didn't have any. She wondered if that were true, and she wondered why. "So, if friendship is a mer-magic amplifier," mused Jade, "do you think best friendship is even better?" "Oh, totally," replied Brynn, forgetting about Will for the moment. "This is going to be so fun. We're going to make the best partners." "You know, we really should make some friendship bracelets," said Jade. "Maybe that will help our mer-magic too." "Yes, darling," replied Brynn. "Oh, brother," muttered Will, as he moped out of the classroom. Brynn wasn't joking around about best friendship and mer-magic. She really did hope it would help. She'd been Jade's best friend for longer than either of them could remember, and Jade's family had always lived just a quick swim from Brynn's house. The friends were born only a day apart, so the mermaids had been in the hospital together, in the nursery together, and getting together for playdates since almost before either of them knew what it meant to have a friend or be a friend. Their parents had pictures of them together when they were mer-babies, holding hands, with matching shell-shaped pacifiers in their little mer-mouths. Brynn's next class was math with Mrs. Shelley Smith, but Jade had to go to singing class next, so they each went to their different classes. "Until we meet again, darling," said Jade in her dramatic actor voice. The two mermaids blew each other lingering, dramatic actor kisses as they went their separate ways, then broke out in giggles as they receded from sight. Brynn found her math class, looked around the room, and took the only seat still unoccupied. As she unpacked her textbook and pencil, she was a little startled to see Will in the desk beside her. He grinned a smirky grin at her. "You again?" groaned Brynn as she slumped into the seat. "Hey, I was here first," Will protested. "It's beginning to seem like you're following me so you can sit next to me in every class." He chuckled. "Not likely," said Brynn. Not long before, Will had let Brynn off the hook for the bet they made when Brynn used the magic talisman of Lost Land to pass her magic class midterm. At the time, Brynn thought it was very mature and kind of Will to do so. She wasn't sure how things had become unfriendly between her and Will, but somehow it had, and it had happened so fast, too. Brynn didn't know it, but just a few unkind words or a little bit of thoughtlessness could sink a friendship before it ever set sail. "At least when I have a class with Jade," added Brynn in a sassy tone, "I don't have to put up with your annoying sarcasm all by myself." "What's with you and Jade anyway?" asked Will. "What about us?" returned Brynn with a glare. "You're only friends with each other and not anyone else." "That's not true," said Brynn, now with a slightly superior tone in her voice. "We have other friends, but we are what you call best friends. Perhaps the concept is foreign to you, William Beach."